Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Michael Neely Tech, where we're doing some more tech stuff. So what we're going to do today is we're going to actually do another WordPress install using the WordPress CLI, the command line interface. Because yesterday I did a video on using blocks, building blocks, building some of my first blocks. Kind of a rookie at this, so I'm kind of learning as I go along too. But I thought that maybe I was working completely in a client project, and I thought I'd build another one because I've got some other stuff I want to do to experiment with blocks and maybe build some more videos on that. So let's see what happens with that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to what I'm working on here. This is WP. Oh, let's clear all this. Shows you what I was working on before you got here. Clear. So we'll clear out the terminal, and then we'll also cd out of that directory because that directory doesn't exist yet. First thing that we do when we do this is we turn on XAMPP and we make sure that our servers are running. That is, so we're going to build this into local since we don't have to worry about it any other way. And then here are the instructions for building it on the, that's an error I found out on the previous take, right here. This is how we're going to do this. The first thing we're going to do is download the core. Download the WordPress core right here. So what we can basically do is paste this, Control C, so we're going to localhost, then we'll come back into PHP Storm, and we will do this. But we're going to change that path to what the directory that we want to be called. The path in localhost, we'll call it, we're already in localhost, so the best thing we can do is we'll call it WP test, because that's in, yeah, that'll work. WP test environment. So we'll go ahead and click that, and then we'll see what happens. And entering, we are downloading WP, the WP core, the WordPress core. What we're going to do next is get ready to do the build the databases. We're going to scroll down here, path WP test. We're going to take this one right here and pull this over here. Oops, not there, into here. Except the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the directory into the WP test. I've got to spell it right though. Test environment, because as you can see, the directory has been created right here. And what's in that directory? A whole bunch of cool stuff. We're going to close that out, and then we're going to cd into this test environment. We are there, and then we're going to paste into here, right here, and now we're going to build this magic. WP database name, we'll call it same thing as the as a directory. That's just something I just like to do because it helps me keep my stuff together sometimes. The user will we'll call it admin. And then over here we'll call it prompt database, and we'll go ahead and start that. And prompt database, we'll call it root. Okay, database error connection denied, using password. Yes. Okay, so we're going to try this again, because I think for the database, I think it's got to be root, database root, and no password, if I remember correctly, when you're working in admin. So that's my mistake. Oh, whoops. And over here we'll call it WP test environment. And we'll do this all over again since we have a nice little error to work with. It gives us something to do. We'll go root again, see if it'll let me. Nope. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Database. Okay, that's what it is. Root is the database username, and the password is blank on WordPress install. So now we have the WP config file has been created. Let's configure this. That has been done. We're going to go to WP database create is our next command. So WP db create, database created, and then after that we're going to go to all this stuff here. WP core install, Control C, and then we'll come back down here and we'll paste this in here by right clicking and then hitting paste, because if you hit if you do Control V in the terminal, it doesn't work out well. Let's see, URL, we'll go to localhost WP test environment. I'm thinking in terms of the PHP my admin. I think it's just localhost. Call this WordPress test environment. I want to spell it correctly though. I also like to do these videos in real time. They're kind of fun that way. For me, at any rate. Kind of boring for everybody else, but maybe not. Who knows? I'll get better at this one day. Admin, and then I like to do admin, and then root for my database, for my admin password, and then my email address. That's also got to is required. Do a WordPress install. Do my email address. Please and do this correctly, else it will not install correctly, and then life will not be good. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead and do the WordPress core install. Presto chango, WordPress installed successfully, and then after that we are done. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if we got this right. We come up over here. We're going to go to localhost WP test end, and we should have, look at that, we have a WordPress test environment installed. So that's our sample page. This is 8.5.3. That does not look like 2024 to me. So let's go over here and log in and see what we got going on here. Admin and not found. Ooh, that's interesting. So what did I not do here? I know what I did wrong. We're going to go to localhost, and we're going to get the dashboard, we're going to go to PHP my admin. And here is the test. That's what I want. Here it is. That's the environment we want, and so something, I know what I did wrong. I put the, when I put localhost in there, I did not correctly add in the URL. So we're going to go WP test environment. We're going to save. And we're going to do the same thing down here. Edit at the home. WP test environment. We're going to go to that too. And we're going to come back over here, and then we're going to do this all over again. Localhost WP test environment. Let's see what that looks like now. Might look a little bit different. There we go. That's 2024. And now WP admin. Oops. And my passwords I saved, as I always save on my local machine. It's not. It's going to be breaking my house and want to get on my local machine. Here's how you do it. First you got to get, yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Then we'll log in, and here we are, WordPress test environment, and we are there. So we've got that done. This is how you build a WordPress install from the CLI. It just takes a few minutes. That's how you do it, and that's also with an error in it too, so you can figure out what it is. Also, don't forget to turn on your XAMPP servers first, because that was the first take that did not work out too well. But if you like what you saw here, just took a few minutes, then like this video, and please subscribe, because I've got a lot more stuff coming up, because I've got a WordPress block to work on and see if I can make it work. Oh well, deadline is in a couple of days, so it's pressure's on. Have a great one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.